Top morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko Had 10 Commandments? So, in this What If, he has more, his powers are all 10 Commandments. Basically, his own, custom ones. Basically, all of them put into one human body. But there's one thing. They all don't affect him. It affects the people around him, but not himself. So, yeah. Because he's immune to everything. So, yeah. Some of you are probably having, that face. What? That's too overpowered. And he also knew, you want to see him go all Super Saiyan? All overpowered? His quirk is actually the literal weakest one of them. Basically, he has the same thing as I'm trying to think. As, let's say, hers. And, yeah. And he has a sister. So, yeah. And she has the same quirk as her parents. Or as their parents. So, yeah. And he's basically pretty powerful. As, he doesn't realize his power until till the age of 4. When he went to a quirk doctor with his sister and his mother. And the quirk doctor tells Zumi that she has fire manipulation quirk. And when he looked at Zuko, he says, you have, well, basically, a size quirk. Basically, So, and then when he told Bakugo that, Zuko went to school the next day and told Bakugo. As Bakugo's, in this What If, he accepts the size because he is nice enough to So, yeah. As Bakugo has his suspicions of Zuko, there's something else going on. So, and I'm also adding, like, commandment of lies things. So that's a custom one. And to make it look like Gallon of Truths, it's similar, but it forces people to lie. So it's balance between, like, his truth and lie thing. Yeah. So, and so when they were each 15, they'd go to, like, UA, and then, yeah. So he does a, like, quirk assessment test, and he got into class 1B. But his sister got class 1A. As he says, huh, have fun, little sister. Yeah, I will. Stay safe, okay? If you need anything, just call. Or use your fire thing to get my attention. As I'm skipping the ball throw, and during the Heroes vs. Villains, as when he was battling against, or his partner was her against Techu Techu and the Big Hands girl. Oh. Then something, like, activated in his body. Like, something went totally weird. As he uses his power, or his quirk, but it didn't activate. Some reason. As he says, my quirks disappeared. As it was one of the commandments enforced. Or actually, it was Techu Techu said, what's wrong? Or actually, Techu Techu looked at him like, wait, what do you mean it's gone? It should be right inside you. How did it? No one had stole your quirk. Someone stole your quirk? And that was a lie. And what's going on? As his body turned to stone. Yeah. As he says, what's going on? And everyone is confused, like, and scared. Like, they saw their own classmate turn to stone. As he's like, what the heck? As he like, he's trying to think of what happened. As he punched the ground, and Techu Techu, who became unstoned. Basically like, what the heck just happened? And they're like, okay, something's going on with you Zuko. And it was a blood hero that says that to him. As they're like, okay, call me, or as Zuko says, I don't remember her. You saw me with my quirk, but then the next, when I try to use my quirk, it doesn't activate. Like someone just stole it out of thin air. As Blood Hero's like looks at him, as rumors going around saying that Zuko was cursed with something. As Zumi is like walks up to her brother and says, "What's wrong?" As he says, "I don't remember." As they went to Recovery Girl, and Recovery Girl, like, she, in this one, she is a like same thing as a quirk doctor, but she's also powered doctor or nurse. So she like did some tests, and she literally fell backwards as Zuko caught her before her. And actually it was All Might. As All Might says, "What's wrong? That boy, he's power." I thought it was just stories that people tell to their children. And what do you mean? As she points to Zuko, he has the 10, or no, I was gonna say 10, but with the new one that I added, hold on. Sorry if I blew any speakers. So, yeah, she basically says he has 11 commandments inside of his. That's his powers. Wait, I thought that the 11 commandments were too strong to be in just a human child's body. How did he from birth? As he doesn't really know. But rumors of students spread rumors to each other's about him being cursed, all that stuff. As Bakugo walks in and says, I see that you got, like, the 11 commandments. Yeah, and I feel fine, actually, to be honest with you. Because it's like the 10 commandments, but with just like one extra. Like, so yeah, he basically yeah, and plus, yeah. So people stay away from him, and they treat him as a villain. So that's why they like keep him away. So that's why during the so he feels mistreated. So, yeah, he basically couldn't believe that his own friends, his classmates, ain't, and some of the teachers say he needs to stay away from us. As yeah, so they straight up ban him from UA. As yeah, and only a person that really saw the saw right through 10 Commandments was actually all for one. 11 commandments at his disposal? Yeah. And Nezu, who's like, with a student like that, there's probably villains will come and try to get him. But there's one thing that, or actually, Eraserhead says, okay, so what should we do with him? Well, see that he got banned from school. All hope is lost for him. As Midnight's like, what do you mean? Well, Midnight, I'll tell you. He wasn't, or because his 10 commandments, or 11 commandments, by themselves can cause, like, destruction and despair. But if we turn that around, then he'll make a pretty good hero. But see that we ban him from school, well, that will never happen. So we're basically all doomed. As, Blood Hero, Midnight, and All Might, and, like, Eraserhead and Nezu were talking. And then All For One walks to, because actually, only person that Zuko truly trusts is Toga. So, actually, was Bakugo, but All For One didn't have Bakugo. So he went and told, like, Toga Toga to go greet our little friend, Zuko Midoriya is his name. As, Dobby, he went with her so that so that Toga doesn't overdo it. So, he basically all for one told them that don't lie. If you do lie, you get turned to stone. It's not like Medusa, so then the next week, or next day, Toga went and told Zuko that you want to join the Villain League. Because he did everything. So he actually says, sure, but I am not a true villain. Okay? Okay? So, he basically dressed up, and he was real fast at the USJ, and he says, welcome, honored guest. Let's get introduced. Everyone knows me as a commandment, or Zuko, the commandment. Or commandment Zook. So, he basically is tough as nails. As his body structure is like that. So, he basically, he get it from Drolls. Owns one. So, they're scary or scared. So he ends up introducing the rest of them. Now, as they were okay. And during the halfway through the fight, as All Might says, or actually, All Might shows up and Zuko says, as he says, you're pretty strong, All Might. As he had hatred in his heart of All Might means, as his body just collapsed. The one of the commandments that I have. Slow. So or should I say heart? If a person has hate in their heart or guilt, they can inflict pain upon others. So, So, as Handyman respects him because he... So, he actually, his 11th commandment actually does one more thing. it also sends people to the, like, his pocket universe. So yeah, he made a copy. All Might hang, and like he as all like they couldn't believe that Zuko became a villain. As he turned his head and he went. Where is it? So he basically turned his head looking at her. He basically turned his head like what Dobby does, and he says, huh. Alright, Nomu, attack. Next, All Might. As Nomu went and attacked, and yeah. Then the Nomu attacked the fake All Might, and yeah. And like killing it. So yeah. As our tasks are done, right? Yes. As Bakugo says, you bastard! And why did you? Yeah. But turns out, All Might, a real All Might was alive. As, yeah. Or before he got banned, the only person that really knew he was a villain trader was none other than Nezu. Yeah, because Nezu says, be a pal be a student and spy for the villains. So he did. As he plays along his part so well that even no one even okay. So yeah, because his power, or he does everything. So yeah, he basically. I'm skipping the sports festival and skips the sports festival and the internships and the camp park. Yeah. So all for one, the League of Villains grabbed Bakugo. And Zuko says, huh, him? You already have the most powerfulest one. Me. As, if you lie, remember, I turned you to stone. As, yeah. As Zuko, Nezu, Nezu went and told Zuko that to report in and stuff. So he reports in. And yeah. So now violate the work. So he did. As he crushes he like handcuffs things. As they're like shocked. Like, why are you setting him free? I tell you something? It was actually not Bakugo. It was the principal wanted me to like be a good student, and so yeah, he basically ready Bakugo? Or haven't entered this. Well, you and I will probably go grab a drinks. Okay? I'm paying for it. So, yeah. Okay? As Bakugo's knows that he's just a so he starts taking care of like Bakugo, or no, he took care of all the villains, and all were ones like, huh, you're pretty powerful, Zuko Doria. They've seen what you have done. Yeah, but so no one will accept you who you really are. As he says, you're wrong. Actually, because Bakugo, I care more about my friends. As, yeah, he basically, like, swung full, like, he basically, like, went full on out on him. Like, as he tells Bakugo to go back to UA. I'll deal with all for one. As he... Yeah. So Bakugo was like going and left, and now it's between me and you, are all for one. As he says, huh. But I don't believe I showed you this trick before. As he uses all of his power to evolve his body into, basically into a gun. Like, when you see it, it's basically like that, but on a whole nother level. He looked like All Might, but on a whole nother level. Everyone that's from Class A and Class B, and everyone that saw his power is like, huh. They're like, they couldn't believe that or the one that has 11 commandments were, I know it's supposed to be like 10, but I'm throwing one extra so that and plus, I'm making this a little bit funnier, so, like, not being like, oh, he has 10 commandments and now goes by all for one. So, yeah, but he does have when he combined all of their powers into like godly beings with his size thing, he actually grew one or like his entire arm to the size of a like a semi truck hits and like hits him all the way to like outer space as he comes up because he grew wings and like he basically pummels All For One to there was nothing left. Like he's using Dariere's commandment or her magical powers like 54, 59,000, like all that. And he actually did do one thing. He actually transformed his entire body into a snake that's bigger than the entire world. As he could wrap around the entire world 5 times. As, yeah, everyone from the entire world sees, oh no, it's the whatever that guy or creature from Norse mythology is back. Oh, so yeah. So he basically ate All For One whole. And he uses all of his commandments and man, oh man, it All For One turned to stone. As his eyes were red, or no, Zuko's eyes were red as and like a snake. So, yeah. He's basically like that. So, he basically came back to Earth and as a human. So, yeah. He basically spooked everybody. Like, all those villains are like, okay, we don't commit any crime. I don't want to be eaten like that All For One character does. So, yeah. As Nezu says, good job, Zuko. Okay? As that's all part of my plan. And as, yeah, all, like, Nezu, as Zuko was like, no, Nezu's like, huh, good job. As he bro-fists, Nezu bro-fists Zuko. As all the pro heroes looked at Nezu like, wait, is that part of your plan to lure him out of hiding and he straight up eats him? Yes, but the eating All For One is just an extra precautions. As he says, huh, yeah. As he opens a portal, as he reaches in and grabs All Might. as everyone that saw All Might, like, Nezu, who's, you're just crazy, aren't you? Yeah, but with all that power that Zuko has, he can do that. So, yeah. So, and for it was back then, Nezu actually taught him how to use his, or actually figured out how those commandment things. So, Eraserhead went over and told Zuko that he can join his class. So, he did. And, man, as he claps his hands before, as he tells them, don't worry guys, all my commandments are shut off. So go ahead, talk to me normally. Or like do something. As they're like, okay. Like they were just worried about nothing. As, yeah. He basically, see, told you. Yeah. I learned this trick because I clap once, and then I recently learned it because once I clapped, everything. So yeah. It's so yeah. And during the All for One against Zuko fight, this is what Zuko was doing. He basically beating All for One. Imagine All for One and being that guy that's getting pummeled. And the bunny girl, or no, pretend Bugs Bunny was Zuko Midoriya. Yeah. So he's basically powerful. As his sister says, well, you're pretty powerful, big brother. Yeah. But hey, I can shut off my quirk if I wanted to. As he did shut off his quirk so that So, I like how it went from being all tragic, like, why can't my quirk activate, to, no wonder why it's not activating. I have it disactivated. So, yeah. He basically, his sister and him always hanged out together. And, yeah. All of them can't believe it. So, and I'm skipping the dodgeball, and I'm also skipping the overhaul fight. So, peace out, y'all, and please leave a like, share, subscribe.